Hey everybody, here we are with our second in the Batman Classic TV series line of action figures, and as you can probably tell here, we're doing the Joker. Before we get on to him directly, let's take a look at his packaging because it has probably the best Robin quote of all of them. So here it is, Holy Interplanetary Yardstick. I was able to BS my way into some sort of meaning for the first one. I cannot think of any situation in which one person would utter this series of words. Holy Interplanetary Yardstick. I don't know what else to say about that. Other than that, a little bit of insanity. Of course, as with Batman, you get a little bio on the character. You can pause it here to take a look at that if you'd like. And then just a little picture of him is pretty much the exact same as the Batman one otherwise. So here we are with the Clown Prince of Crime, and I love the colors they used on him. It's almost pink, purplish kind of overcoat. It's the same color on the pants. Really love the hair color. It's not super bright, but it's definitely bright enough to pop out just like it was in the show. The lips, everything, he just really pops out on the shelf. Very cool, very fitting for the show. The face sculpt here is really good. Definitely looks like he did in the show. And you might be noticing down there under his lip, what's that? Looks like they almost forgot to color in his face. Is this another, paint error like a Batman? Actually, no, there's a funny story behind this, and that's actually the Joker's mustache. Well, actually, it's not really the Joker's mustache, it's Cesar Romero's mustache. See, Cesar Romero's an actor, and normally he played kind of like a side character, almost like a Latin lover, kind of. And when he got the role as a Joker, he refused to shave off his mustache, which was kind of his, I guess, his iconic look. So all they did was slather paint all over it. And in a really nice touch, they've actually included that on the figure, because in certain scenes you could actually see his mustache underneath all the makeup, even though the character of the Joker was not supposed to have any facial hair. So I give him big points for including that little nod to the show. Like his expression too, that open mouth laugh, it's perfect. Going down here we have the was that a little ascot, and you can sort of see the green shirt behind him. Now, I'm not thrilled with how much this overcoat actually covers. It does not come off. It's actually kind of attached about here. But I was looking up other just pictures, looking for relevant pictures to Cesar Romero, just to compare them. And I noticed that even really late in the stages of making this figure, like the prototypes and stuff, his coat was way more open. You could see a lot more of his shirt. And it looked really nice. I'm not sure why they decided to make it so closed and not adjustable, because it actually looks really nice back there, and a little more green, I think, and black would have really caused it to pop out a little more. But that's minor. I mean, it still looks good. You got the buttons on, very nice. His gloves, his hands, and again, his articulation is pretty much the same as Batman's was. Turns here, rotates up there, got an elbow joint, etc. The usual rigmarole. Oh, by the way, the head doesn't really do anything. That's it. No up and down, nothing like that. The coat kind of prohibits any side-to-side movement, too. Now, coloring-wise, here's where I have a small problem. And I'm not sure why this happened. But you'll notice coloring is darker here than it is here. I've looked at several pictures of the Joker from the show. I never saw any sign that the pants were two different colors. I don't think they're supposed to be. I'm not sure why this is. Now, granted, if you're just kind of glancing at it, you don't notice it, but, I was looking close at him, and it is kind of bothersome. Why was that done? So, that's probably my biggest complaint with the figure, is this weird two-tone coloration here. Otherwise, as far as articulation goes, he does have waist articulation. He can actually go 360, which makes it look very strange. But then we have the leg, and that can kick out quite a ways, but you don't really want to, because that is one ugly looking joint. Ugh. But it can also kick out and back ways, but the coat again hinders too much backwards. But he can really take a step out if he wants. He's got his legs do rotate unlike Batman's, although again it makes the pants all mismatched. I'm not sure why you'd want to do that. Then you've got the knee joint. And again, when that's fully out, that's fairly ugly and obvious, but that's alright. Pops in, looks fine. And then you've got the feet, which I found do technically have a tiny bit of articulation. That's it. You're looking at it. I'm not sure why they included this. Because to include it, they had to include these two ugly screws. And as you can see, some of them just don't quite match up to the pants. So given that, putting them there didn't really give us anything. I mean, they don't even rotate or anything. There's no pivot. It simply goes up and down at a minimal amount. So much like Batman's ab crunch, this was a ugly, unnecessary thing to add to the figure, but much less noticeable than the ab crunch. So there is pretty good. I really like the poses they put his hands in. You've got the pointing hand, which can be, you know, looks good either way. It looks like he either came up with an idea or he's sending his goons out to attack Batman or something, and he got the fist, which is pounding or something. Really energetic. I like the fact that, you know, like Batman, he doesn't come with any accessories. It's nice that they gave him hand poses that make him look like he's taking an action. Unlike Batman, who actually has hands that could hold something, but there's nothing to hold. Alright, now let's get on to his stand and card. So for Joker stand-wise, we get a Zap this time. And it's, of course, otherwise exactly the same as Batman's. And here's the card. And I really like the artwork on this one. Got a crazy-eyed Joker looking around a corner. Very nice. I like it a lot. Down the back, it's just another part of the Batcave. We'll set him up as well. Oh, before we do that, remember how I was saying that the whole diorama thing doesn't really work out? Well, because of the way these are designed, I mean, granted, these two parts are not meant to match up, but as you can see, even if I put them at the farthest they can go, there's still going to be a gap. Now, worst thing ever, no. But I don't know. It seems like I don't really know if there's much of a way around it either. I mean, it's, again, not the worst thing. I'm still probably going to try to set it up and see what it looks like, but just too bad there's that gap here, and that's pretty much unavoidable. But otherwise, very cool figure. Let's get him on here. There we go. Definitely a fitting recreation of the character. Next up, I think we're going to be looking at the Penguin. I will see you then. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye.